So I want to walk you guys through now how to journal for this micro garden project. Again, these are outlined in this packet step by step. It says on one page how to AET, and it has screenshots and everything of what you should see. So make sure that you are doing that. But I want to just walk you through how to journal so that as you're doing this, you should have a journal about this once per week for this project. At least in the beginning stages, you might have more than that because of the things that you should be journaling about, and all of those are outlined at the end of each phase in that packet. But just in case like you're more of a visual learner than a read through a packet learner, I want to walk you through how to do a journal entry. So if you're able to watch this on another device, like a laptop or a computer, and then you're able to have your phone or an iPad in your hand to do this and practice and set it up, then that's really cool. If not, you can watch this and then kind of bounce back and forth. So you're going to open up that app that we saved to your home screen in the how to set up AET video. And so when you do that, it should look like this. Again, I'm operating as Charlie Greenhand. And to make a journal about your micro garden, you are going to go to SAE activities. So I'm going to click on that button. And you should have towards the top your micro garden 2020 project that we set up in the last video, that we set up in the packet, that we went ahead and put that you received those seeds, purchased those seeds, okay? And so what we're going to do now is make a journal about things that we're doing, the activities that we're doing, and putting our pictures on AET too. So I'm going to click on that project, and this screen is going to pop up. And to make a journal, you're going to use that top link beside the pencil that says record your time. So when I click on that right now, I don't have any journal entries showing up right here because I haven't made any yet. Pardon the roughness of my phone, by the way, it's been dropped in this case a little while. So the first time I go out and do anything, or I even talk to whoever about who it is that where it is I'm going to put my garden, my site selection, whatever it is that you're doing, any energy that you're putting towards this project, you should be journaling about. So I'm going to click to do that. I'm going to click on new journal entry. I'm going to change the date to whatever date I did this action, took this action. So if I'm really good about my journal keeping, then I'm going to be making this journal on the same day that I did my work. So I don't have to worry about it, and I don't have to remember when I did that. Okay. So I'm going to pretend like I was good and that I did this work today. Okay. So in my description, I'm going to write a good couple sentences about what it is that I did. So maybe today I had a conversation with my parents about where to put my micro garden. We watched the sun to see where there was full sun and no shade. We watched for flooding. I decided to place it in my yard. Maybe be a little more specific than that, but I'm just gonna put in my yard, okay? Maybe I talked to my parents and I put like 3 hours of energy into this between watching for the sun and watching for the flooding and stuff. You know, here's a description that I just typed up. 3 hours if you have any minutes, if it's not amount of time that you did. If you started at 2:30 and you ended at 3, maybe you just put 30 minutes in there, okay? And that's perfectly acceptable. You weren't supervised by me, so you're not gonna have a supervisor. You're gonna click next step. And then on this, you need to select a learning objective. So we're gonna scroll down until we see plant science. And I'm gonna click on that. And then I'm going to find something on this list that sounds like what I did. So for this, I was trying to scout out a good area for where my plants would grow and be most successful. So if I'm scrolling through this list, I did look at the nutrient requirements of plants because I know it needs full sun and I know it can't be flooded. So we could talk about that. Collect soil and plant tissue. We didn't really do that. Should have looked at this before I started this video. There's lots on here about harvesting. So that's a really cool thing when you go to actually, if you scroll down a lot, when you go to actually picking your corn that you can look at. I'm going to scroll to the top and I'm just going to click on here, determine the nutrient requirements, because I know that we need to do that. And I know what my nutrient requirements are. I read my packet and everything, and I found a place where they're going to be able to get that. So now it takes you to this, you click that next step, it takes you to this screen, and you can click to upload a picture. So if you have a picture of you picking out the site, of you having that conversation with your parents, once you figure out where that site is in the packet, it specifically asks you to upload a picture of where you're going to put it even before you prepare the land. So you can click on this click to upload button, click on photo library, or take photo. If you're standing out by it, you can pull it up, take the photo right there and upload it. Maybe you have a picture on here that you want to upload. So I'm going to select a picture. There's going to be a little blue bar that's going to work its way across, and that just means that your photo's uploading. Okay. So once that gets all the way across, you're going to be able to add your entry. Okay. And when you do that, you're going to have that entry show up on the screen just like that. Okay. So there's your description. There's your time. There's your time. There's your description. There's your date. So you can see that. Now, if you want to see your photos, if you click on this AET up in the corner, it'll take you back to the home screen, and you can click on portfolio, and then you can actually pick your micro garden from the experience, and it's going to generate, it's still loading the picture there, but you can kind of see the clear box. It's going to bring up kind of like an Instagram feed looking deal of the pictures that you've uploaded for that project. So those will all be visible there. And that's how you do a journal entry. Remember, you should have one per week minimum, and be watching for your phases on how you're supposed to report that you're getting those things done.